back to another video of Dear Piggy's Python course. I love seeing you guys here. So today we are going to be working on if-else statements, and just like its name, it's basically if, do something, else do something. So pretty easy to understand. And these are going to be used so much in coding. I have seen it used everywhere with so many complicated conditions, parameters, and all sorts of different arguments. But what we are going to get to today is going to be pretty simple. We're going to be building on the basics, making you completely understand what it is. So let's take a quick look at this little chart that I made. And just a heads up, guys, I am very proud of myself for this chart. So it says if, and we're going to just type the keyword if, and then we're going to give it a condition. And let's take a look later at what the mathematical conditions are. So if that condition, and then we're going to enter into the next line, indent, and say, give it an action to do, give it a function to do if that condition is met. And we're going to go to the next line, and we're going to say else. And we're going to give it another action to do, saying, basically it's saying, if that condition has not been met, what should you do for everything else? Right? So now let's take a quick look at our logical conditions from mathematics. So usually we give a condition, and we're going to work with some mathematical conditions today. We can use equals to, which is A, and then keep in mind it's two equal signs, and then B. Not equals, which is an exclamation mark, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. And the last four are pretty much self-explanatory, right? So let's jump right in. Everybody please open up a new tab in your browser. Go to repl.it, which is Replit, our in-browser IDE. Click the blue Start Coding button in the corner. Choose your language, Python, and create your REPL. Woo, guys, I've gotten really good at saying that so fast. Must be from all the videos. So what we're going to do is, in order to have these two logical statements, logical conditions, we need to have variables, right? Again, down to the basics. So let's see here. We'll have a variable, Sunny, and then let's say she eats, I just had dumplings, and I ate like 12, which, guys, actually is not a lot considering the fact that I ate like 8 when I was like 3 years old. So this hasn't been very much of a giant leap for me. But my mom, on the other hand, not my mom, let's do my dad. Daddy ate, and I'm just going to give a rough out number out there. He can eat a lot. Let's just say he ate 30. Don't laugh at him. It's okay. So now we have our two variables, and we are ready to use our logical conditions, right? So let's try the first one. Let's not try the first one. Let's try less than, because we have two numbers right now that are one less than another. So we're going to start with our keyword if, and then we give our condition. So we're saying if Sunny is less than Daddy. And now keep in mind both of these are integers, and we talked about data types in the last tutorial. So both of these are integers. It already knows that, since we never put it in quotation marks. And then we're going to put a colon. And so now after this, we're going to have to, it automatically indents, but I always want you to get into the good habit of remember that you have to indent. Python actually relies a lot on indenting and things like that. And then we're going to give an action. So what should it do if Sunny is less than Daddy, right? We're going to say, let's just say print, Sunny ate less than Daddy. And then it's going to print Sunny ate less than Daddy if the value of Sunny is less than the value of Daddy. And then next line, we're going to say else, which is saying if this condition, if Sunny is less than Daddy, if that condition has not been met, so the value of Sunny is not less than the value of Daddy, then what should you do? You should print Daddy ate less than Sunny, assuming that we flipped it, right? There's always the equal case, but we're not thinking about that right now. So if we use our logic, what should happen as of now? I'm going to give you guys a moment to think. So what should happen is that it should print Sunny ate less than Daddy, right? Because 12 is definitely less than 30. So if we run it using the green button in the center, it should give us Sunny ate less than Daddy. And we run it and it says Sunny ate less than Daddy, which is perfect, and it means that our if-else statement is working. Now, just for the sake of testing the else part, let's switch this around. Let's say I ate 30 dumplings. Oh my goodness, I think I would stuff myself to death before that ever happened. And then Daddy ate 12. My dad would not be. He would be starving if he only ate 12. And then we run our code. Daddy ate less than Sunny, which is 100% correct. This is exactly what we told the program to do. We said else, if this condition is not met, which in this case, this condition is not true, we are going to print Daddy ate less than Sunny. And we see that this has worked. So this is pretty cool. We're learning about if-else statements. It's starting to take conditions. Let's do another example here. This time I'm going to use my mom as an example. Let's see, how many Sunny? Let's say I have this habit. I love collecting tennis shoes. That's just something about me, my slight obsession. This is a rough number, but let's just say I have 9 pairs of tennis shoes, probably a little more, a little less. And my mom, on the other hand, she does not like tennis shoes very much. Let's just say she has around 3. Yeah, 3 or 4, something like that, right? So now we're going to say, we're going to do this practice one more time. And let's give it another condition. Let's say if Sunny is equal to Mommy. Now in this case, we know this is not going to be true. We want to print they have the same number of shoes. And then else, if Sunny is not equal to Mommy, we can print they have a different amount of shoes, number of shoes. My math teacher always emphasizes the difference between amount and number, and I can never seem to remember. So if you know, well then please let me know, because I always forget that. So now what should happen? If we print it, it gives us, they have a different number of shoes, which is exactly what we're going for, because I have more than my mom. Now let's just say we both have 4. Now what should happen? We run our code, we see that they have the same number of shoes. And again, this is going through our if-else functions perfectly. It's checking the condition. If it's right, it prints this line. If it's wrong, it prints this line. So perfect. And then now we can try this. If Sunny is not equal to Mommy, and then we can change me to 6, and then we'll run it again. And this time it says, uh-oh, Sunny is not equal to Mommy. Live troubleshooting session, guys. They definitely do not have the same number of shoes. A is not equal to B. If Sunny is not equal to Mommy, print they have the same number of shoes. Oh yes, never mind. Guys, my mistake on my part, but definitely we told it if my value is not equal to the value for my mom, then we should print they have the same number of shoes. And in this case, these two are not equal. So we can switch this around a bit. They have different number of shoes. They have same number of shoes. So now if we run this, they have different number of shoes. Perfect. So make sure that when you're setting your conditions, do not mix yourself up, because that is what I did. So that is if-else statements in a nutshell. And I hope you guys understood that. Whoops, I moved my chart, my beautiful chart. I moved it. If-else function statements in a nutshell. I hope you guys understood it. Very, very much similar to what it sounds like. Remember that you always have to have a condition. We will learn about different parts of if-else statements later. So that was our if-else statements video. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.